first place I chose to go was the Chapel of the Holy Cross. I decided it was an interesting place to visit, and it took about 8 hours to get there. I got up early to avoid traffic. The road was straight and simple. I have already arrived. The chapel is located on the hill. There is a parking on the bottom, but it's always busy. I waited in line for a while there. I was so impressed with the view of the red mountains. It seemed so beautiful. It was shaped like it was human-made. It was so neat. The chapel is very small inside. Visitors can pray there. Here is a bigger than life-size crucifix. It's very nice and full of light inside because of an enormous window. Here is a small gift shop downstairs. The energy was very calm there, and I went out with a very good feeling inside. The next place I visited was Bell Rock. There was a parking fee, but I was lucky. The man whose spot I took gave me his $5 all-day pass. I was very thankful to him. I could have paid, but it was great not to spend time figuring out how to use that parking machine. The trail to the rock was easy, beautiful, and took about 30 minutes only. It was so pleasant to walk among the nice trees. Trails on the top weren't clear to me, so I needed to figure it out by myself. The first place I ascended to, I followed the family with 2 kids, because they looked very confident about the way. Oh my god, they have climbed so high, this is so cool. So great here. The parking lot I started off from is over there. And suddenly I saw guys who had climbed even higher than me to the top. It's not clear on the video, but it was really scary up there. He was afraid to climb down because of the height. His friends suggesting rolling on the stomach. I decided they were good at hiking and went back together with them. I thought the guys had known the way down, but they actually just slid straight down from the rock. The shortest way is the straight way. I trusted them and also did it. And as a result, my boots were torn and broken. Despite my shoes, it only took me 30 minutes to hike back down. In contrast, to climb up was about 2 hours. I booked place to stay while I was still in LA. In Sedona, room costs from $80, so I decided to stay in Flagstaff for $37 only. And it seemed a good idea at first, but somewhere along the way it started snowing. It was very surprising. In Flagstaff, I skidded at intersections because of summer tires. I was a little bit worried I wouldn't be able to drive on the next day. Eventually, I had arrived at this beautiful house. The owners were a couple who rent out rooms to tourists. It was very cozy there. The owners were so nice to invite me to have a meal with them. By the way, Mary helped me to fix my boots. They created this sign for me. Welcome, Victoria. The room was very small but had a great, comfortable bed. This place left positive feelings only in my heart. And the next morning, ta-da! Welcome to Arizona. My car is completely covered by ice. Actually, the weather is so nice. It's cold but so nice, beautiful. This is the house I stayed in. The moral is obvious, my friends. If you are going to northern Arizona in winter, use all-season tires. And now, very fun driving is waiting for me. In fact, it was easy. I didn't have driving problems that morning. There was no snow at all in Sedona, just in Flagstaff. I chose to visit Devil's Bridge first. Visiting this site was a tip from guys I met yesterday. I followed other hikers. There was a lot of people, and sometimes some small funny outlanders passed me on my way. I thought, what's this? We are walking here and they were driving back and forth. But it was in the beginning. Later I realized why it was. That it was actually a good idea. So I went straight for 20 minutes and 25 minutes more and maybe another 20 minutes. Only after that I finally saw a sign. The road was straight. I don't think the trail was difficult for the first 30 minutes. It was interesting that I didn't see where I was going. Nice trees have framed the way, but where I was going wasn't clear on the whole way. The slope increased more and more. It's good that the trail is safe. I wouldn't say it's easy, but it's safe at least. Here are the steps.
Is it going to be the case? Or like, well, let's just use that kind of a hooligan officer. Cool. Yeah, we probably kiboshed everyone else's thinking that we're going to be in Arizona.
It's okay. Wow. To be honest, I thought it would be more difficult. Looks like it's here, or am I wrong? I see people hanging there. Cool. I have been hiking for at least 1.5 hours by this time. Finally, I decided that this was it. But I made a mistake. That place was a viewpoint on the way to the bridge only. From there I could see there was a bridge. Last steps. I have walked for another 40 minutes. On the top the way was easy. And finally I will see now what it was for. It was interesting up there. Everyone wanted to take a photo along on the bridge, so there was a line, and it was so nice. No one was in a hurry because of the way up. We all just enjoyed the moment. And I was alone, so no one could take a photo of me. I just walked on the bridge and take a selfie and went back. And when I was going back, something amazing happened. One lady, she offered to take a photo of me. She said she was waiting for her brother on the opposite side anyway. It was so good, and I also have those great photos. The way back took about 1.5 hours. My hike was in total about 4 hours, and I understood why those cars people drove. And right after I had sit in my car, I fell asleep in the post-room. I slept 1.5 hours, and when I opened my eyes, one gentleman was already waiting for my spot.
So where do you want to go? Cathedral?
I think so, because it's late.
It's my favorite.
Okay. We're here with Patrick. I know him from my friend we traveled with. Patrick is actually a very interesting person. This is his house. He has a lot of interesting things here. You can see it for yourself. My friend Ira, who I met on yoga training in LA, gave me his number. And by the way, he took me to a place I would never know about by myself. Thank you so much,
The
Patrick.
small one on the right is Snoopy.
All rocks have the names.
Yeah.
Nice. Our St. Croix
Pake.
village. Patrick seemed like a very nice person. He talked very openly and he was very friendly. We had a great time together. One more thing about Patrick. Actually, he smelled like marijuana the whole time. I couldn't understand why I was dizzy. Maybe it was because of the mountain air, maybe because I was fasting on water for a week at the time. But maybe it was because I smelled marijuana while I was with Patrick all the time. By the way, he thought he could make this hike from the parking lot to the top in 15 minutes only. But with me it was a totally different story. Альтернативный путь. We need to go up to where people are.
Oh my God! Grandma, you there? Grandma!
This is the end of the trail. Oh, there is a party going on. People are dancing and ask him to join. Patrick is dancing too. It's a regular party.
My friend over there, if he puts it on.
What's this?
It's the
Three.
sentinels.
2 and 2
Yeah.
little one.
They're the sentinels. It's like the mother with the baby on the back, the ones who watch the valley. They're the protectors. They watch. See, look, all the
One
rocks,
mother
Sedona.
and 3.
One looks like a mother with a baby.
So we need to go there. Oh my god. You told us a half hour. I think it's longer. Yes.
Sometimes 45 minutes.
Okay. Sometimes. The place on the top is very delightful. Thank you, my leader. I couldn't have done it by myself. Here is the view. It's breathtaking. And the air is incredible. I want to stay here forever, but it's going to be dark soon. I hope it's halfway back before. I was impressed small kids could hike so confidently. They're probably used to it. I felt scared because it was very high. And this is the Patrick's favorite tree. He was meditating and singing mantras up there. He said every time he is on Cathedral Rock, he was visiting it. Sunset's coming. This is the Cathedral Rock. The elevation here is around 2,300 feet. Such a pity we need to go down. I would like to stay. It was my first trip to Sedona by myself, and across America in general. I will always remember it with dearly. And now it's time to go home to LA.